Hello students, today I am going to do grade 9 year-end evaluation Northern Province paper. So this is 2.5 hours paper. So you get 20 short questions, each question worth 2 marks. And then you get part B, you get 7 questions. So in the first page you get questions 1 to 7 and the next one 8 to 14. And the next page questions 15 to 20. And then you get part B. So part B, question number 1, it's 16 marks and you have to do that question. And then out of 2 to 7, you can select 5 questions out of that. Each question worth 10 marks. So in the next page, you get question 1 and 2. Then 3, 4, 5. And last page 6 and 7. So let's do this paper. Question number 1. Write 2,240,000 in scientific notation. So what is scientific notation means? We are trying to put the number in between 1 and 9.999. So you can take any number of decimal place. So that's called scientific notation. So this number we have to put inside this range. So what's the number in between 1 and 9? We can take 2.24. That's the number. So how many places we are moving? From here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places to the right. So that's positive 6. If it's to the left, you put negative number. If it's to the right, you put positive number. So this is called the number in scientific notation. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 2. A vendor buys a watch for 800 rupees and sells it for 960 rupees. Find the percentage profit he obtained. So what is the profit he got? So 960 minus 800. Selling price minus buying price. So you get 160 rupees is the profit. So how you find out the profit percentage? The amount of the profit divided by the buying price. Remember, always we have to divide by the buying price into 100%. So you get 108 here. 160 divided by 8, that's 20. So 20% is the percentage profit. So 2 marks you are getting. Write 1101 base 2, binary number in decimals. So how can we convert to base 10? So we can take the number. Now what is this means? 1 means 2 to the power 0. What about 0? 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3. So each number we can take in terms of base 2. So this means 2 to the power 0 is 1. 1 times 1. You get 1 there. This means 2 to the power 1 is 2 times 0. That's nothing. What about this number? This is 2 to the power 2. 2 to the power 2 means 4. 4 times 1. 4 times 1 is 4. And what's the last number? 2 to the power 3, that's 8. 8 into 1. 8 times 1, 8. Now when you add it, you get the number in base 10. 8 plus 4, 12 plus 1, 13. We can write this is base 10 value, or we call it decimals. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 4. Nth term of the number pattern is 7n plus 3. Find the 10th term. So what is the n value here? N is equal to 10. So we can say Tn, nth term, 7n plus 3. If you want 10th term, n is 10. Substitute n equals 10. If you want second term, you substitute n equals 2. So here we want T10. That's 10th term. 7 times 10 plus 3. According to Bodmer's, you have to do multiplication first. 7 times 10, that's 70. 70 plus 3, you get 73. That's the 10th term of this progression. So 2 marks for that. Question number 5. Make m as the subject of the formula in the equation y equals mx plus c. So that means we have to separate m. So what is the first step we can do? We can keep this term and we want to get rid of this c. So we can subtract c from both sides. Then what happens? C get cancelled out. So C get cancelled out. You get mx equals y minus c. Now we have to make m as a subject. So you have to get rid of this x. So what we do? We can divide both sides by x. Then x get cancelled out and you get m equals y minus c over x. So that's the answer. Y minus c over x is m. So 2 marks for that. Question number 6. According to the information given, find the value of x. You have to find this one. What can you say about these 3 angles? Exterior angle of this is equal to the sum of opposite interior angles. Can you remember? So we can say 120 is equal to x plus 65. So what is x? 110 minus 65. So you get 5, 5 and 5, 10, and here 7 plus 4, 11. So 45 is the x value. So x is 45. You get 2 marks. Question number 7. Find the value of x using the given diagram. These 2 are straight lines. What can you say about this angle with this angle? Opposite angles are equal. So you can write x plus 2x is equal to 105. So x and 2x becomes 3x. 3x is equal to 105. So what is x? Divide both sides by 3. So here you get 3 times 3, 9, and for 15 that's 5. So x equals 35. So that's the value. So 2 marks you are getting for each question in part A. Question number 8, factorize. So you have to make brackets. What can you see? 2 terms and you can say difference between 2 square terms. What is 81? We can write 9 square. So how can you write factors? When there's difference between 2 square terms, you can write down the 2 factors are 1 is positive and 1 is negative. So we'll use that. So what are the factors? X minus 9 is one factor. You can write the plus 1 first or negative 1 first. X plus 9. So those are the 2 factors. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 9. Which fraction multiply by half to get 1/3? So here we'll take x as the fraction. multiplied by half, you get 1/3. So what is x? So we can say x equals 1/3 into 2. So when you take 2 to this side, you get x. So what is x? The fraction is 2/3. You get 2 marks for that. Question number 10. Find the value of 2 to the power 3 squared. So 2 to the power 3 squared. So what is 2 to the power 3? 2 times 2 times 2. You get 8. You can do 8 squared. 8 squared means 8 times 8. 64. Or what is the other method you can use? We can use laws of indices. When there's brackets, you multiply. 3 times 2, 6. 2 to the power 6 is also 64. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get 64. So you can use any method. 2 marks for that. Question number 11. In the function 2y equals 4x plus 1, write down the gradient and the intercept. So you have to make y as the subject of the formula. So 2y equals 4x plus 1. Divide the full equation by 2. You get 4x divided by 2 plus 1 over 2. So you get 2x plus half is equal to y. Then what is the gradient? So this is in the form of y equals mx plus c. So m becomes 2. That's the gradient. Gradient is 2. What's the y-intercept? Y-intercept is this coefficient. So c equals half. So that's the intercept. So you get 2 marks, 1 for finding gradient, 1 for intercept. Question number 12. A circle is created from 44 centimeter wire. Find the radius of the circle. So that means the circumference of this circle is 44 centimeters. If the radius is r. So what is the circumference of a circle? 2 pi r. 22 over 7 is pi and r is equal to 44. So what's r? R is equal to 44 times 7 divide by 2 times 22, that's 44. Here. So 44 and this one get cancelled out. You get 7 centimeters is the radius of the circle. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 13. Find the length of AB. Look at the triangle. That's a right angle triangle. So you can use Pythagoras theorem. So what is the hypotenuse? Always the opposite to the 90 degree is a hypotenuse. So you can say 13 squared is equal to AB squared plus 5 squared. So what is AB squared? You can write AB squared is 13 squared minus 5 squared. So what is 13 squared? You can simplify using the square term or difference between two square terms. So I'll do both ways. 13 squared is 169. 5 squared is 25. When you subtract, you get 144. Then we know 144 means 12 square. So what's AB then? Both square terms. So AB becomes 12 centimeters. If you are using difference between two square terms, how you find? 13 squared minus 5 squared, you can write 13 plus 5 and 13 minus 5. So what's that? 13 plus 5 is 18. 13 minus 5, that's 8. 18 times 8, 8 times 8, 64. 6 remaining, 8 times 1, 8 plus 6, 14. So 144 you are getting. So either you can use difference between two square terms or just find the separate values and find out the answer. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 14. Write down the inequality represented by the number line. So here solid circle is there on -2, open circle on 3. So the values in between these two. So how can we write? X is in between -2 and 3, but we know that 2 is included, -2 is included, so we put an equal sign, not for 3. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 15. Write down elements belongs to A intersection B. What is A intersection B? A is the big circle, smaller one is B. The common terms for both. A intersection B is the common term. So what's that? So that is 2 and 4. So you can write A intersection B is 2 and 4. Common for both A and B. 2 marks. Question number 16. Find the bearing of B from A. So that means this is north. What is bearing? Always measure the angle from north clockwise direction. So we need to find out this angle. We know these two are parallel, north direction. So what you know about allied angles? Allied angles add up to 180. So what is this angle? 180 minus 120. You get 60 degrees. So the bearing of B from A is 60 degrees. So 0, 6, 0. Why? When you are writing bearings, you have to write in 3 digits. So 2 marks for that. Question number 17. Find the median of the given data set. So how you find out the median? You have to first arrange the data set in increasing order. So already arranged. So what's the middle term? So when you are finding middle term here, you can cross out the corner ones. This one with this one with this. You get 2 middle terms. So how you find out the median? Median is the average of the 2 middle terms. So you add the 2 values and divide by 2. So you get 25 divided by 2, 12.5 is the median value. So 2 marks for that. Question number 18. There are cards labeled 1 to 10 in a box. What is the probability of selecting a card with a triangular number on it? So how many cards are there? 1 to 10? Altogether 10 cards are there. What are triangular numbers? Starting from 1. What's the next one? You can make with 3 dots. That's next triangular number is 3. What's the next one? You get 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6. So 1, 3, 6. And what's the next one? You get with 4 dots. 4, 3, 2, 1. So you get 10. So those are the triangular numbers. So you can write down triangular numbers are 1, 3, 6, 10. So 1 to 10 means 10 is also included. So what's the probability of getting a triangular number? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 numbers out of 10. 4 over 10. So simplify, you get 2 over 5. Divide by 2. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 19. Simplify. These are algebraic fractions, same denominator. So that means we can subtract or add the numerators. So here subtraction 5 minus 3. So 5 minus 3 is 2. 2 over a plus 2. So 2 marks for that. Question number 20. Draw the construction lines to represent X point which is equidistant to points B and C, and that is on AB. So we need to do a small construction. So what we can do? We can construct the perpendicular bisector. So what are the loci points you need to know? Equidistance from a point. That is a circle. Equidistance from 2 points, that's the perpendicular bisector. Equidistance from 2 lines, that's the angle bisector. And the last one you need to know, equidistance from a line, that's 2 parallel lines above and below. So which one is that now? Second one, perpendicular bisector. So what we do, you take certain distance, draw an arc above and below. Do the same thing for point C. You draw the arc below and here above. See, we can't get the intersection, so you have to redraw it. Now we have the 2 intersecting points. You can draw the perpendicular bisector, and where it cuts the AB line, that's the point X. So this point is X. So you get 2 marks, 1 mark for constructing the perpendicular bisector and 1 mark for marking the point X. So 2 marks you are getting. So this is the last question in part A. 20 questions in part A. Let's do part B. You get 7 questions there. So first question, you have to do that. Compulsory to do the first question, and then out of 6 questions you have to select 5. So first one, this is about polygons and angles. Answer the following questions given regarding the activity that you have done in the lesson about polygons. Name 2 types of polygons that you have learnt. What types of polygons you have done? Triangles, quadrilaterals, pentagons, hexagon, all these up to 12 you know how to name them. But how you can divide polygons into 2 parts? So we can say regular polygons and non-regular. All sides are equal, we call regular polygons, and all sides are not equal, non-regular polygons. So we'll write down the 2 parts, regular polygons and irregular, or you can say non-regular, irregular polygons. Fill in the blanks using the diagram. So this is a polygon. OAB, this one, 3 sides are there, it's called triangle. Number of triangles. How many triangles are there? So number of triangles is 1. For OAB, that's 1. So created a pattern there. So with this number, 3 minus 2, you get 1. So, what's the total? 180 into 1, sum of interior angles. So, likewise, if you take OABC, that's a quadrilateral, you are getting 4 sides. How many triangles? You get 2. So, this is 1, 2 and this is 3. So, this is how many triangles? Is this 1? This is 2. You are getting 2 here. So, 2 times 180, you get 360. So, what about OABCD? OABCD is this. We can divide into 3 triangles now. So, how many sides are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sides are there. What do you call that polygon? That's pentagon. 5-sided one we call pentagon. How can you write number of triangles? That's 3. Using 5, we can write 5 minus 2. That's equal to 3. Now, how can we find out the sum of interior angles? 180 is there. This number comes there, number of triangles, 3. So, 3 times 180, 540 degrees. So, that's the value for sum of angles in a pentagon. So, how many marks you are getting? 2 marks for this and here 4 marks. So, we'll give 4 marks for just 1 mark. 1 mark each. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take the next one. So, I'll fill it again. So, this is 2 and we found out this is 5 minus 3 and this is pentagon and this is 5. 180 times 3, that's 540 degrees. According to the values in the table, what is the number of triangles for n-sided polygon? This is 5-sided, you get 3 here. If it's 4, this is 2. So, how many triangles? Look at this one, always subtracted. So, here we made a mistake there. So, I'll erase that. 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. So, always subtracted 2 from number of sides. So, if n sides are there, so how many triangles? N minus 2. Then, write down an expression for sum of interior angles of n-sided polygon. So, n minus 2 into 180. Each triangle is 180 degrees. So, n minus 2 into 180 degrees is the sum of interior angles of n-sided polygon. Then, using the above expression, find the sum of interior angles of a heptagon. Heptagon means 7-sided polygon. So, substitute n equals 7. 7 minus 2 into 180. So, 5 into 180. 5 times 0, 0. 5 times 8, 40. 5 times 1, 5 plus 4. 900 degrees is the sum of interior angles of a heptagon. So, you get marks like this. Here 2 marks for writing down this. And 2 marks here and 2 marks for this step. Find the value of an interior angle of a regular pentagon. Regular means all sides are equal as well as all interior angles are equal. We found out sum of interior angles of a pentagon is 540. 5 angles are there, all are equal. So, 540 divided by 5. That's 1 angle, 108 degrees. Find the number of sides of the polygon. Which interior angle is 140? So this is a interior angle. What you know about interior angle and exterior angle? This is 140. If this is 140, what is the exterior angle? Exterior angle becomes 180 minus 140, the interior one. So you get 40 degrees for exterior angle. And what you know about the equation related to exterior angle? For any polygon, the sum of exterior angles add up to 360. If you know one angle is 40, this is for regular polygon. So in this question, it should be given this is a regular polygon. Then only you can use the formula. If all angles are equal, you can find out number of sides is equal to 316 divided by 40. So you get 9-sided polygon. So that's a nonagon. So remember that formula, n equals 360 divided by exterior. Or other way around, you can write exterior angle is equal to 360 divided by n for a regular polygon. So you get 2 marks for this, and here also 2 marks for finding number of sides. What you call this? It's a nonagon. Question number 2. So you need to find out area, perimeter. So we'll do separately. In rectangular land with length 20 meters and 14 meter width, there is a well with 7 meter diameter in the middle of the land. Find the area of the outer surface of the well. So area of the surface. Outer surface means area of the circle. So what's the area? Pi, that's 22 over 7 r squared. Diameter is 7. So what's the radius? 7 over 2. So 7 over 2 r squared. 7 and 7 get cancelled out. You get 11. 11 times 7, 77 divided by 2. 2 times 3, 6 and 4. 17, that's 2 times 8, 16. And for 10, that's 5. 38.5 square meters is the area of the circle. That's well. There is a fence around the well. What is the length of the fence? Around here. That's the circumference of the circle. So what is the circumference? 2 pi r. 2 into 22 over 7 into radius. What's the radius? Again 7 over 2. 7, 7, 2 with this. 11 times 2, 22 meters is the circumference of the well. So it's given. You are getting 2 marks here and 3 marks for this question. Question number 3. That's part 3. If vegetables are cultivated in the land, find the area of that. So this is outside is the vegetable area. So what's the area? So we can find out area of the rectangular land minus the area of the circle. So what's the area of the rectangular land? 20 times 14, length into width, minus area of the circle we found 38.5. Here you get 280 minus 38.5. 5 here, 5 and 5, 10. 1 remaining. So you get 9 and 1, 10. And this is 4 and 4, 8 and 2. 241.5 square meters. Find the cost of wire needed as a fence around the land if 3 rows of wire fixing around it. So that's around the land. 1 meter of wire cost 50 rupees. So what's the perimeter of the land? 2 times 20 plus 14. Double of length, double of width. You get 2 times 34, 68 meters. But we need 3 rows of wire. So multiply by 3. 3 times 68. Altogether we need 3 times 8, 24. 3 times 6, 18 plus 2, 20. So 204 meters of wire. So 1 meter cost 50 rupees. So what's the total cost? 50 into 204. So it's 0, 5 times 4, 20, 5 times 2, 10. So 10,200 rupees is the cost to fix the fence around it. So 3 layers, 3 rows are there. So how many marks? 3 marks for this one and 3 marks for this one as well. Question number 3. Write down all the elements given by set notation. And these are all about probability and set notation. So we'll do separately. Write down all the elements given by the set notation using the Venn diagram. A intersection B. That means common for both A and B. So that means this region. So you can write 2 is an element there. A union B. Everything inside A and B circles. So what is that? You have to write all the numbers inside. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What about A dash? A dash means outside the A circle. Close it and write down all the other elements. 1, 4, 6, 8, 9. 1, 4, 6, 8, 9. So you get 2 marks each. Part B. There are identical cards labeled 1 to 8 in a box. Take a card at random from the box. Write down the sample space of getting a card from the box at random. So what are the numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how you write down the sample space? Yes, within curly brackets you have to write down all elements. 5, 6, 7, 8. So how many numbers are there in the sample? 8 numbers are there. NS we can write, that's 8. Find the probability of getting a card with a square number. So what are the square numbers here? So square numbers are 1, 4. That's all. So 1 and 4. 2 square numbers out of 8. So what's the probability of getting a square number? 2 out of 8, 2 over 8 or 1 over 4. So you get 2 marks here and 3 marks for this one. Question number 4. Following table shows information about number of joysticks in packets. Number of joysticks and number of packets are given. Find the range of joysticks in packets. So range means maximum minus minimum. 28 is the maximum number of joysticks in a packet. What's the minimum? 22. So the difference is called the range. So you get 6 number of joysticks. Find the mode. one which has the highest frequency. So 7 is the highest frequency. So 25 is the mode value. What is the median? How do you find out the median? When you arrange the data set in order, the middle number is called the median. So altogether how many? We can add it and see. 3 plus 4, 7. 7 plus 5, 12. 12 plus 7, 19. 19 plus 3, 22. 22 plus 2, 24. And 25 altogether. So how you find out the median? We add 1 and divide by 2. So 26 divided by 2, 13th one is the median. So when you have odd number of data set, you get only one middle number. So that's 13th one here. So how you find out where the 13th one is? Up to 12. This is 24. 13 onwards, 13, 14, 15 up to 19, that's 25. So what's the median? Median is 25 then. 25 number of joysticks. So you get 2 marks for finding range, 2 marks for mode and 2 marks for finding median. Next part. Calculate the mean number of joysticks in a packet. So how you find out the mean? So you have to first write down number of joysticks here. I'll put number, that's the x value. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 and 28. And the frequencies 3, 4, 5, 7, 3, 2, 1 and the total we found, that's 25. Now how we find out the mean? We need fx column, f into x. 22 times 3, 66. 4 times 23, 92. 24 times 5, 120. 25 times 7, 175. 26 times 3, 78. 27 times 2, 54 and 28 times 1, 28. And when you take the total, 8, 8, 8. That's 24, 28, 33. 3 remaining. So we can take 10, 17, 19, 26. 26 plus 9, 26 and 30, 35, 50, 35, 41. 4 remaining, 5, 6, 613 is the total. So how you find out the mean? Mean is total of fx over total of f. So total of fx, that's 613, divide by 25. We'll do long division and find out. 25 times 2, 50. So 11 remaining. So 113, 25 times 4, 100. 13 remaining. 430. So you get 5. 125. So 5 remaining for 50, that's 2. So 24.52, but these are number of joysticks. Can you get a decimal number? No. So we'll round it to 25 because 5 is there, so we can add it when you are rounding. 25 joysticks per packet. So mean number of joysticks per packet is 25. So you get 5 marks for that. How you get marks? Multiplying fx. F into x, that's 1 mark. And the total, 1 mark. Total here and divide using the formula 1 mark and finding this answer 1 mark and rounding, you are getting 1 mark. So 5 marks for that. Question number 5 is about equations, solving equations, inequalities, simultaneous equations also there. Maximum number of passengers can go in a bus is 50. X number of passengers got into the bus from one place and 24 got into the bus from another place. Above information can be represented by the inequality x plus 24. That's the total number of passengers is less than or equal to 50. Why is it less than or equal to 50? Maximum number of passengers is 50. It can be 50 or less than that. Solve the inequality. So how you solve that? You can take 24 to the other side. That means subtract 24. So x becomes 50 minus 24. That's 26. So x is less than or equal to 26. Find the maximum number of passengers can get into the bus from the first place. That's x. So this means 26 is included. So what is the maximum number? 26 is the maximum number of passengers. So you get 2 marks for this and 2 marks for finding the maximum number of passengers. Part B, solve. So this is simultaneous equations. You have to solve it. So this is the first equation. X minus 2y equals minus 1. That's the second equation. So here in y, same coefficient and same sign. So we have to subtract the two equations. So we'll subtract 1 minus 2. 3x minus x, you get 2x. 2y get cancelled out. 5 minus minus 1. So you get 5 plus 1, 6. 2x equals 6. Divide by 2, you get x equals 6 divided by 2, that's 3. Now how we find out the y value? So you can substitute to one of the equations. We will take equation number 2. X minus 2y equals minus 1. Now substitute. X is 3. 3 minus 2y equals minus 1. So what is minus 2y? Take 3 to the other side. Minus 1 minus 3. So you get minus 4 there. So divide by minus 2. What you get? Y equals negative, negative becomes positive. 4 divided by 2. That's 2. So y equals 2. X equals 3. So you get 5 marks. How you get 5 marks? Up to x equals 3. Finding one value, so that's 3 marks. And finding y value, you get 2 marks. Altogether, 5 marks for this question. Part C. This is simplify algebraic fractions. 2x, 4x, 3x. What's the lowest common multiple of 2, 4, 3? 12. 12 is the lowest common multiple. So x is there, so that becomes 12x. So convert everything to 12x in the denominator. 2x multiplied by 6, you get 12. 6 times 5, 30. 4 times 3, 12. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 4, 12. 4 times, here this is 5, not 52. So you can find 5 times. This is 4 times 3, 12. 4 times 5, 20. Now 30 minus 20, 10. 10 plus 9, 19 over 20x is the answer. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 6. So you have to draw straight lines. So 3 parts are there. So we'll do it separately. Complete the table below. 2 tables are there. So x is given. You need to find out y value. But first you can multiply by 2 to get 2x and then add 3. So multiply by 2, x equals minus 2. You get minus 4, 0, 4. Now add these two. When you add these two, you get the y value. Minus 4 plus 3, minus 1. 0 plus 3, that's 3. 4 plus 3, that's 7. The other table, you need minus 2x and addition of 5 to get the y value. So what is y? Add these two. So you can multiply by minus 2 first. Minus 2 times minus 1, that's 2. Minus 2 times 0, 0. Minus 2 times 1, minus 2. Now add these two. You get y value here. 5 plus 2, 7. 5 and 5 minus 2, that's 3. So we have all the values. So we can draw the graph. So you get 2 marks for each table. Draw both straight lines on the same axis. Now we have the table of values for x and y. We can draw the straight line. So here we have to scale it. So what are the x values? Minus 2 to 2 and here minus 1 to 1. So we'll take, this is the y-axis, and what are the values of y? 7 is there. 7 is the maximum. So we'll take, if you take 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yeah, so we can take this one as 7. This is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, minus 1. So I'll take a different color for that. So I'll take, this is y-axis. So this is x-axis is here and this is the y-axis. Now we'll mark the points. So we'll draw the first straight line here. Y equals 2x plus 3. So what are the values? Minus 2 with minus 1. So we'll mark the x values as well. Minus 1, minus 2, 1, 2. Minus 2 with minus 1. This value. 0, 3. 2, 7. Now we can connect with the ruler. So we can connect here to here using the ruler. That's the first line. So we'll write down that. So what's the line? Y equals 2x plus 3. Other graph. We'll take a different color. Minus 1, 7. Minus 1, 7. 0, 5. 1, 3. Now we can connect. So that's the other graph. What's the graph? Y equals minus 2x plus 5. So those are the two lines. So how you give marks? So 1 mark for the scale and 1 mark for marking the points in this one and 1 mark for the other graph, and then smoothly connect the two, 1 each. So you can use a ruler for that. So those are the two lines, and write down the coordinates of the intersecting point of two straight lines. So where it intersects? This point. So x equals half and y equals 4. So you can write down half and 4 is the coordinates of the intersecting points. So half and 4. So 2 marks for that. Let's take question number 7. That's about percentages, profit and mark price, percentage profit. So let's do the question. A vendor buys for 5,000 rupees and mark the price of a bicycle with a 20% profit. 10% discount is given for outright cash payments. What is the mark price of the bicycle? So 5,000 is the buying price. Marked price is 20% more. If it's 100, you have to sell it for 120. So 120 over 100. 2 zeros get cancelled out. You get 2 zeros and 5 times 12, 60. So that's 6,000 rupees. What is the selling price of the bicycle? So 10% given for the mark price. So if this is 6,000, if the mark price is 100, 10% discount means you have to give it for 90 rupees. So 90 over 100. 2 zeros get cancelled out. You get 0, 0. 9 times 6, 54. So 5,400 rupees. 2 marks for this and 3 marks for this. Third part, what is the profit percentage he obtained? So what's the profit first? We have to find out the profit. Profit is 5,400 is the selling price minus buying price 5,000. So that's 400 rupees. So how do you find out the percentage profit? So we have to find out the profit. Divide by the buying price. Always remember you have to divide by the buying price into 100%. So 2 zeros and 1 zero. 5 times 1, 5 times 2. So you get 8% profit percentage. Now the next part, what is the selling price of the bicycle to get 10% profit? So if you buy for 100, you have to sell it for 110. So if this is 5,000, because 5,000 is the buying price, into 110 over 100. So 2 zeros get cancelled out and 5 times this one, 2 zeros and 55. So 11 times 5, 55. So that means he needs to sell it for 5,500 rupees. So you are getting 3 marks for this and 3 marks for this step. So altogether 10 marks for each question, and first question you got 16 marks. So we completed all questions in this paper. So make sure that you first do this paper and then watch my video to check your answers.